Everybody, this is Brandon Vignolo. I'm going to be your WOD coach for Thursday, August the 20th, 2015. And today we are just going to talk about how attending impending events can change everything. As you guys know, this past Success School in Dallas was the first Success School for Ashley and myself. And I got to say, we have come back, hit the ground running, and it's not necessarily my doing by any means. So my wife is like a completely new person, which is pretty cool. It's very cool. But it's the first time, when we drove back from the airport in Nashville to Evansville that Sunday night. She told me that she can finally clearly see everything coming together, and that this is going to be her last year of teaching. Which was awesome to hear her say, because I've never really heard her talk like that. Even with all of the, success or pseudo-success that we've had since we've gotten started. So I guess I haven't done a very good job of convincing the most important person in my life that this was going to work out for us. But that just shows you the power of what a success school, an AdvoNation, maybe even a business opportunity, whatever that next impending event is, getting people there can literally change the way that they think and how they dream and envision the future. And you guys, it's been crazy. She sees herself coming home in May. She started working on a brand new list of people, which I've said to her time and time again, hey, we need to get a strong list of people from you. We got to start going through it, blah, 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 blah. It just never got done. It's done now, which is awesome. And she's always adding to it. It's right there on the nightstand. She spoke on the I Just Got Back from Success School conference call that Jesse put together, which was a huge step for her, definitely stepping outside of her comfort zone. And she crushed that thing. And, she really wanted my help with it. And I just told her, this has got to come from you. That's what everybody's looking for is, hey, you just witnessed the biggest training that Advocare puts on. How did it affect you? It's got to come from your heart. And, man, I had a huge smile on my face when she got done with that thing. Another awesome story. So we were at the park with our kids over the weekend, and I had to step out to do a one-on-one call with, of course, a girl that Ashley teaches with. So I was kind of off doing my thing. She was over there playing with the kids, and she struck up a conversation with a complete stranger, only because he had a Tough Mudder t-shirt on and was wearing a Fitbit. Got engaged with him, found out some things about his life, and thought it was a great opportunity to offer him some spark. Not only that, as soon as I got off my call, she kind of introduced me to him. We had a little 5-10 minute conversation ourselves. Justin, the guy, was like, "Oh, don't worry. Ashley's already made me, promise I'm gonna be able to get back in touch with her and give her some feedback on how the spark was and that stuff." And I'm just shaking my head, look at this girl go. Guys, that never happens if she doesn't go to Success School. I'm telling you right now. The other thing, we just had a mixer at our house Monday night for the Mixer Mania. She got a prospect to come, which was awesome. She's doing the heavy lifting right now, and it's pretty incredible. She also talked with Nikki while we were in Dallas about starting like a girls' night here in Evansville, and it doesn't even have to necessarily be Advocare based. Just talking about issues that are going on and hanging out and just making it kind of like a social thing to come to. And yeah, Nikki and Ashley will do their thing to sprinkle in Advocare and just see how it might fit in some people's lives. But, Nikki was like, hey, that is a great idea. I'm not sure why we don't have that right now. She's also helping organize a group challenge at her school with another advisor on our team, and we're getting the principal on board and some other teachers and a substitute teacher, and everybody's kind of jumping in on that. So as you can see, I don't want this to be a big love fest about my wife, but it has completely changed everything. And, you've heard people on our team, from Justin Riot to Kelly Wiersma, who we've had conversations about how AdvoNation has really changed everything, or excuse me, Success School last year changed everything for her and Dave. Me really in January at our first Avonation in Cincinnati. Yeah, we had a lot of success right out of the gate. We had an amazing December leading into January for the All-In Challenge. But like after I left there, like we bought our Success School tickets, like I think on the way home from Avonation. Like I was all in. Like I was already all in, but I was all in after that. So getting to these events is a huge deal. Now, of course, Love Fest aside from my wife. Now, just imagine if you get somebody on your team or somebody you've been talking to about Advocare to Advonation, and they see it like saw it, like I saw it, like Justin, like Kelly, like so many others on our team, and they just take off like a rocket. Not only what that's going to do for your business, but more importantly, what it's going to do for them and their family and all the lives that they can start to touch after that. Keep that in mind. It only takes one person to have a massive impact on your business and other people's lives. And if you can, we're going to get more than one person to go with you. I already know that. Everybody that watches this video is smart enough to know that not only they need to go, they need to bring everybody with them and bring an army. But just think it. One person impacted, just like my wife did, what it can do for you and so many other people. We've been fired up since we got back. We got 4 distributors. One was actually our server at a restaurant in Texas. So Big Chris is on board with us now, which is pretty cool. But we are as fired up as ever. We've got big plans by January 1st for ourselves and for our team, and just to help everybody else. We're fired up for the Debt Buster. We're going to be doing some big things ourselves personally on that. This is just all about getting people to Advonation and letting them see what Advocare is. Justin put it great tonight on the kickoff call where he said, Advocare just takes Success School and they go ahead and bring it closer to your home. And that's what Advonation can do. And obviously we're seeing the ripple effects of Success School here. So I can't underscore how important it is for you guys, your team, and your prospects to go to Advonation. Load that sucker up. As Jesse always quotes, I think it's Mark Lightgib, you can do everything else so-so or halfway good, but if you can be, outstanding or excellent or master getting people to impending events, it's going to work out for you. So with that, have a great night. You guys are champions. Let's go change the world.